Good evening, everyone. This is Velani again from Narara Consulting, and we have...
Hi, good evening. Chris from Breadfruit Consulting.
Thank you, everyone, for watching again this evening. We are brought to you live through Espresso again. And if you are just joining in our session today, we are doing these sessions every Thursday, 6 p.m. in the evening. And thank you for joining us again today. We have been going through a lot of topics that we're discussing. We've had a lot of topics that we've been discussing as it relates to different businesses and how we, as coaches, talking to different business owners. And we're also counting down to the borders opening.
2 weeks.
We have 2 weeks away.
We do.
And a lot has been going on. Chris, how was your week so far?
It's good. Can I tell a little story?
Yes, you can.
So this is a true story. On Saturday, I tend to go off out shopping to the market, and I was in a local business buying some food, and I got served by somebody who I knew worked in another local business. Yeah. And I thought, have you changed businesses? And the person said, no. What I'm doing is I'm doing 2 weeks in this business to learn their point of sale, so I can go back to our own business and implement a new way of doing things.
Wow.
Now, isn't that cool, eh? So you've got 2 small businesses. This is a true story. 2 small businesses. We talk about coaching. That's what they were doing. They were actually coaching each other. Yeah, and when we think about preparation, like this is a small economy here, isn't it? Yeah?
Yes.
And both those businesses were helping each other.
So and that's fantastic.
Yeah,
it's
she was there for 2 weeks, getting the skills and taking those skills back to their own business.
Wow.
Now, that doesn't cost anyone anything, does it really? And it doesn't need anyone to tell people to do those things. It could be done. I just thought it blew me away, really, just listening to the story.
Nice. So I was just having this thought. I mean, it keeps running in through my mind. I didn't. So every time there's something that runs through my mind, I had to put it into words, and then I post it on my Facebook page.
Okay.
But this one, it keeps running in my mind. I haven't.
It hasn't got to your Facebook page
not yet.
Okay.
And now that you're talking about this, it kind of reminds me of that thought that's been running through my mind. It's like I'm just going to put it as it is, as it's in my mind right now. So now that, I mean, when we're helping businesses, we're not only helping, like if we see it as helping the owner, it's totally different. I mean, when we're helping a business, it impacts on the employees and it impacts on the whole economy. So
it does.
So we have to have that mindset in us to, cooperatively help each other, so that it impacts on our economy and it impacts on everything else, because businesses are employing people and impacting on lives and
absolutely.
And, yeah. So I'm really glad that you are sharing this story. It shows a little difference to what we are talking about and seeing.
And it's about collaboration, isn't it? Yeah. It is about. I mean, we are a small economy. We can't afford not to support each other, can we? And when you think about the coaching thing, I mean, you and I run this series, and we describe ourselves as coaches, but when we think about what we mean by that, I mean, we're talking. It's all about helping people, isn't it? And I guess for years people have been coached by people who don't call themselves coaches, but they might call themselves a mum or dad or an auntie or uncle or somebody. Yeah.
Yes.
And to see businesses starting to do that with each other must be a really sort of positive.
It is. And if you're watching and you're a business, we do things together. We've always seen business as we've always seen business as competitors, and sometimes that point of view seeing someone else as your competitor, it doesn't help.
Absolutely.
Well, in one way, it is a competition to run business, but it will also work well if we cooperate and collaborate,
Yes.
like you said.
Could I tell you another story?
Sure.
As
go
you're
ahead.
talking, you've obviously both got things running through our minds. Yeah? This is years ago. I was mentoring. There were two businesses in New Zealand, South Island, and they were both involved in products to do with boats. Yeah. Because down there, there's lots of boating, so lots of industry around engines and all of that. And these two businesses were two long-standing family businesses, and they spent all their time competing with each other.
Okay.
Yeah, all the time. So one business would have a sale, and the next business would have a sale, and one business would do this, and the other one would do that. And part of the coaching with them really was trying to help them find another way of doing things. It took a long time, but eventually they agreed that maybe cooperation,
Yes.
because they both had this view that they wanted to be the best boat business in the South Island in New Zealand. Yeah. The result was that neither of them were the best because they were too busy competing with each other.
Against each other.
The minute they collaborated, of course, then they started to combine their strengths. So they still had their individual names and cultures and all of that, but they worked together. And then they became the best. Now, that's an attitude of mine, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I think it's a really old-fashioned view that says, "Oh, I'm not going to show you anything.
True.
Yeah, you're my competitor." Yeah, sure. I mean, you're my competitor in the sense that customers choose where they can go. But if we can collaborate with each other, surely we're helping everybody increase.
Yes, and like you said, we're in a small economy. The market is small, and that piece of cake to share with everyone else as a competitor is not very big. And structure-wise, to have a partnership is a little complicated, you might say, but collaboration is the best.
You can do it informally, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can maybe do some joint activities. I mean, there's all sorts of ways of thinking about that, isn't there? In terms of, I mean, in my language, I talk about it as win-win. Mm-hmm. You know, if I can create something where I win and you win, much better than me winning and you losing, or me losing and you winning.
Definitely. As we talk about that, we also touched on human resource last week.
People, we did.
Yes, people, and we touched mainly on one of the agencies, graduate agencies that's now registering a lot of graduates.
Yeah.
And while we're talking on that, and we're now talking about collaborating. This just clicked in my mind right now again.
You've got a busy mind today, Bellini.
So, because now there's also this thing about these laws. We've been hearing a lot of debates and topics that are coming up about the minimum wage increasing and all this. A part of collaborating is also, sharing staff, sharing human resource people. You work here for some time, and then so we share our staff with small businesses.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I think that takes a bit of creative thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what do businesses want at the end of the day? They want to be successful. Yeah. They want to sell things, whatever their product is, and they want to make some money. Now, if everyone can help everyone do that, rather than an economy where just one or two people make huge profits and everyone else makes a loss, that's not good for the economy, is it?
True.
But what is good for the economy is everybody feeling that they can benefit.
So this is really good. You're starting to see. I mean, the story you just introduced our session with today is starting. To me, it's like we're seeing a change in a shift in the mindset.
I hope
right?
so.
And I hope a lot of businesses are having that same shift and the same energy, to collaborate and
Yeah.
do things together.
Well, maybe the more people see these things happening, the more they will explore ways of doing it themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people do collaborate. Yeah? And maybe it's just about encouraging more of it. And I mean, from our point of view as coaches, I mean, what are we trying to do? We're trying to help people be the best they can be.
Right.
Isn't it?
Right.
We're not telling people what to do, just trying to encourage.
Yeah, that's the process of coaching. We're not there to give them instructions to do, but we're there to listen to them and then just guide them and refer them,
Yeah. Well, and a lot of coaching follows on from where they've received the instruction. Yeah. So they may have been on training or something.
Yeah.
Or got a new piece of equipment and got some online instruction. So that's like they're getting the knowledge to do something. But I think coaching then is much wider than that, isn't it? Yes, and it's just encouraging people to think a bit differently. Good one. And now we have 2 weeks to go.
We're 2 weeks away, and I hope businesses are getting ready. We've seen a lot of things that are happening that that are telling us that people are getting prepared. And I was in a meeting the other day I was in a meeting, and there was this. I heard, just whispers, people talking about some of us not wanting the borders to be open, and because people are scared. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what this opening of borders will bring in, but we're keeping an open mind, and it's about time we start taking a positive approach towards things.
Well, whether the borders open or not, business needs to continue.
Exactly.
Doesn't it? Yeah?
Exactly.
We can spend a lot of time arguing about what's right and what's wrong. And people will always have different views.
True.
But can we really put our hand on our heart and say every business is doing the best it can? Because that's what we really need to aim for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And I think there's one area that all businesses should be focusing on right at the moment, and it doesn't cost anybody anything. Do you think that might be?
It doesn't cost anybody anything?
Yes, it's the thing I'm thinking about that all businesses should focus on, but it's free.
What is that?
What do you think it is?
I wish everything is free.
It's about service.
Service?
Every business serves somebody, don't they? Yeah?
Yes.
Or every organisation, it doesn't matter whether we're talking about business or the public service or the hospital or a school. Yeah? What have we all got in common? We've all got in common service.
Right.
We're providing something for other people.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes.
So the service itself doesn't cost you anything, does it? Yeah? The friendliness.
Right.
The openness.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes, true.
And what would it be like if Vanuatu could set itself a goal of becoming known as having the best service reputation in the Pacific? So that when people come here, they know that they get fantastic service from taxi drivers and from customs and immigration when they land, and from Air Vanuatu, and from every shop they go into. What would that be like?
That would be paradise.
Well, is it impossible? Because
It's impossible.
It doesn't cost anyone anything to do it. Yeah, it's just about the way we are with each other. You agree?
Agree. True.
So So I talk about when I'm talking to people about service, yeah, I talk about this idea of saying, okay, there's almost like 3 levels for me of service. Yeah? You can have dissatisfied customers, and they're the easiest, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dissatisfied customer, all you need to do is promise something and break it. Break the promise, yes. So if you're a builder, you say, I'll come at 10 o'clock, but you don't turn up. Yeah? Or if you're a taxi driver, I'll pick you up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the airport and you don't arrive. So that's easy, dissatisfied customer. Satisfied customers are where you feel okay. Yeah? I think what we need to be aiming at are customers that I call delighted. You know, customers that go away and say, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah? The service we get from that shop, from that organisation, from that hotel, brilliant. And I'm not just talking here about visitors and tourists, I'm talking about everybody. You, me, everybody else. I mean, we're all customers of each other, aren't we?
Yeah.
In a way, and I don't know what you think, but I wonder how many times we feel really delighted at the service we get in Port Vila. Probably not as often as we should.
It reminds me of a quote. I don't know who said it, but it says, "Do what you want others do for you, or do to you." So it's the same thing. If you want to be happy, what are you going to do? I mean, what do you expect people to do to you to be happy? The same way.
Treat others like you would want to be treated.
Exactly.
That's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
But the thing for me, and all this discussion about what is going to happen with the borders open and stuff, and businesses saying we can't afford it and we haven't got enough money to employ people. But service doesn't cost anybody anything, and everybody could be saying from now, we're going to provide the best service.
Yeah.
Not just smiling, but really good service.
And that makes a big difference in a business, because the customer will always want to come back if he or she is served with the best service. They will keep coming back.
Well, I think a lot of people who run businesses forget that they forget who the key members of any business are, and the key members of any business are customers, because no customers, no money,
True.
no business. And you've only got to go into some of the shops in Port Vila and you don't get good service, do you? But I think that's probably because a lot of the owners don't treat the staff well, because they're customers as well. Anyway, it's a big thing of mine. I think there's something we could be doing for nothing, and really raising the quality of business in Vanuatu.
Agree.
There you are. What else is running through your mind?
What's running through my mind now? I think we should talk to the viewers about. We should talk more to the viewers about the process of coaching.
Okay.
I feel like I feel like more people need to be coached.
Why?
To make a difference. And we can't force people to come for coaching. They will have to, it's an urge that they will have to take that first step to want to be helped. All we can do is say, okay, this is the process of it, but we can't force you to come. You will have to make that decision on your own.
Yeah.
And like we said, we've been going through. We've been going through in our past episode, probably in the beginning. Identify your problems and then find a solution to it. So, to me, coaching is something that's new, but I believe if a lot of people are coached, they will be. We will all make a difference. And I've seen it firsthand. That's why I'm really emphasizing this for people to have access to that service.
Right.
Yes.
And it's not about telling others what to do, yeah?
Yeah.
is it? It's about encouraging people to find the right way themselves.
Right.
But also to share some ideas, share some experiences. I mean, all the people that we work with as coaches are all experienced in running their own businesses. So they can share, like you are, yeah? So you can share your experiences. Now, your experience is going to be different to somebody else's, but it will be really valuable for a lot of other people just to hear them.
Right.
Yeah?
Right. So I'm saying this because I have a lot of followers on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and very often I get these messages that I want to be like this, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and you know, all these things you can do them on your own, but if you have somebody that's coaching you if you have someone that's coaching you, you will achieve what you want to achieve. It's just like playing like we usually say soccer. You have a coach that's coaching you until you reach your full potential, right?
Well, one of the quotes that sticks in my mind is something about nobody reaches their goals alone.
True.
In any walk of life, yeah? Someone's going to climb the highest mountain, they don't do it on their own, do they? They do it with a whole team supporting them.
Yeah.
If a sports team is going to win a world competition, they don't do it on their own. If a business is going to be really successful, they won't do it on their own. And really, that's what coaching is about, isn't it? It's about supporting people. Huh? And it's fun, Do you enjoy it?
I do. And I love helping other people as well. So in the process of me going through the coaching, I really enjoyed it. It made me confident, and it made me, a change in my mindset. So I'm encouraging people to use that service. And Chris has been here for a long time now. He's Bradford Consulting. His number is probably running on the screen below.
Yeah.
You can contact him anytime.
And I'm always happy to talk to anybody around how we can support people. And I think for me, it's okay to say, I don't know. Yeah, it's okay to ask for help. I think for some people, they might find it a little bit hard. They might feel it's an admission of failure. I don't think that's true. I mean, none of us know how to manage a business well in this current environment if we've not done it before. Yeah? So we've got to work it out as we go along, haven't we? And to do that, we need support. We need each other.
It's probably the hardest question is to ask, what am I going to do? But if you ask that and you go and look for the answer, it's the first step of progressing.
Sure, and it's not your job or my job as a coach to tell people the answer.
No.
But what I think we can do is maybe help people think through
exactly
their own way to get there. Because I don't know about you, but I think sometimes people get stuck.
Yes.
They know that there's a problem, but they're not quite sure how they're going to overcome it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And maybe the coach can help them just move through the problem in some way.
Right. It's you have that solution there, but you just need somebody to talk to, and then when you start talking, you will find out that okay, the solution is just here. I find my own solution, but I just need somebody to talk to.
Absolutely, and somebody to believe in me.
Exactly.
Because sometimes then it feels like there's a wall here. Yeah.
Right.
And there's this wall. It's so solid. How on earth am I going to get through it? And maybe the coach comes along and says, well, what about if you go underneath? Or could you go around the outside? Or is there another way around this wall? And it might be that we say, well, I never thought of that. And then, of course, the coach is not going to do that. Yeah. All the coach is going to do is encourage others to. And my view is once we've been encouraged once to do something, we can do it again. We don't need the coach necessarily. So there we go.
Thank you, Chris. This
You're welcome.
has been a very good discussion. I hope people are watching are learning something from our discussion. and please feel free to contact any one of us anytime. We have a team of coaches behind us. There's only two of us communicating or having this session, but we have a team of coaches behind us that are also available. And if you are watching and you want this service, you can contact us on the contact that's running on the screen.
Yeah, and please do. Yeah.
Yeah, we encourage everyone to come forward and contact us. One more announcement again. The AGM for Vanuatu Chamber of Commerce is coming up on the 23rd of June. If you're a business license holder, you can nominate someone to be your voice on your category on the council. And that's 23 June. Check their website or their page to have more information, or you can call their office.
Good. Thank you. Enjoy the conversation.
Thank you so much. We'll see you all next week on Thursday.
And then there'll be 1 week to go.
1 week away from the borders opening.
Yes. Take care and don't forget that good service.
Thank you, everyone.
Good
Have a
night,
lovely
everybody.
week.
Bye.
Bye.